Hello and welcome back to the Bioanxiety podcast. Today we have the lovely Patrycja,
Hi,
who is here from Krakow, and you are a copywriter
right
in
now.
Krakow as of right now. um, but your path started a much different way. You were a paramedic, correct? But yeah, I will let you tell us a little bit more about you.
About my path. It was long and bumpy to get here. Yes, I was a paramedic, so it was my first study as emergency medicine, something like that. After that, I was working in ER and in ambulance for almost 2 years. It was great. It was beautiful work, very exhausting, but very beautiful. After that, I saw that patients needs more support and more um caring and more, how to say that patient needs other person more than medications.
Mhm.
So I think, okay, maybe not paramedic career, maybe I need to do something good, and I start my second studies psychology on university, and after 5 years I become master degree of psychology, and I think I will change the world. Right, I will be I will be working in some crisis center to help people after accidents, after rapes, victims of abusing or something like that. But life had another scenario for me, and I get job in Polish army like a psychologist. But it was very very hard experience for me. Oh my god, this was 2 years of fighting with system, with protocols, with bullying. Oh my god, with everything. So after 2 years, I need to change for me. So I was looking for another job. I get job in a big company, in big corporation. But after 3 months, I think, oh my god, what I'm doing here? People, why you are wearing so different clothes with badges, with flat shoes, with trousers, with vests and white shirts?
So very corporate.
Jesus Christ. It was very hard for me, and I was pretty scared because I was working for NHS, British NHS, and I was screening people to get job in Great Britain, and I was very afraid to speak in other language. It was very stressful for me, and after 3 months I said, do this without me. I need to find something else. It's not my path, it's not my work. I don't didn't feel good in this place. And hopefully my friends was opening the medical company, and want to sell defibrillators in Poland, and I feel it. I feel this idea and feel this mission. it it was the point I start working in marketing, because they need someone who will help them to create marketing tools and marketing everything, basically, because the company was pretty new. And I feel this idea, feel them, and I want to help. And this was the great spot in my life to switch and to change something, and I never regret that. I'm very grateful for them to propose me that job, and I think it was, how to say it, the moment was enlightening and something like that for me, for my career. And I'm pretty grateful for them to give me that opportunity to switch my path. And yeah, and that's the first steps in marketing and first steps in copywriting for me.
So then you switch full time to copywriting,
Yeah.
right? So why copywriting?
Why copywriting? It was funny because they want to create a marketing blog with articles, and no one wants to write it down. So I think, oh my god, I will try. Give me a shot. So I started writing articles, but I think we need to do something different. And I'm putting jokes to these articles, and don't want to sell items but talk about them, talk people about safety, about defibrillators, about this medical equipment, in different way. And after years, I know right now I was doing good copywriting stuff, but I'm not aware about it because I'm selling, without telling buy it. You need to buy it. I'm creating the need, and after the need, they will buy. So yeah, that were my first steps in copywriting. So I feel good in that area, and I will start to creating myself, to developing myself, and to um uh oh my god, how to say it, when you trying to educate in that area yourself.
Oh, you like taught yourself. You grew,
Yeah, I grew.
right? You grew your skills.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
grew my
you upped your
skills.
skills.
Yes, so after this few years, it was 4 years ago, I think I'm in a good place in my life right now. But that was my first experience in copywriting, first experience in marketing, and it was super good, super nice.
And you have your own company, right? Doing this
Ye-
now.
Yes, I have my own company for 3 years, maybe three and a half. Um, it was super funny when I was starting, because starting a company in Poland is very easy. You can do it online, but taking care of this company, paying taxes, and every pay slips and everything, it's super heavy. It was very difficult to me to provide this company for years on the same level, but I'm pretty proud of myself, because after 3 years, I hire new people for my company, new copywriters, and I let them grow with me. So it was super nice. And yeah, so I have my own company right now. I'm resting because I'm working for last year for the oldest publishing house in Krakow. I think it's the one of the oldest publishing house in whole Poland, and I'm taking care of their social medias. So I'm writing the short copies, short texts, and creating content for them. But still, my company is working, and I can create text for my own clients as well.
That's amazing. Like, what have you learned so far, like from having your own business, like the ups, the downs? I know there's a lot.
Yeah. To not quit, to not quit very easily, to learn on my own mistakes, and to ask for help. Oh my god, this was the toughest lesson in my life, to ask someone for help, because I don't know how to um, fill the blanks in bank or in some taxes and some documents, to ask someone how to grow my own business, how to create advertise about my business, because advertising your own business is super hard to talk about yourself. I can sell your stuff, but I can't sell mine. It's so stressful, but now I can do it better, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a very common pattern. Like I've heard this actually from a lot of people. Like it's so hard to like learn to sell yourself,
Yeah,
and it's probably like the most important
and talk about
skill you
yourself.
can have in
Yes.
life. I hate talking about myself. So you mentioned that you were really unhappy when you switched to corporate world,
Yeah.
and we've talked a little bit, and you mentioned like depression and anxiety. um, how did you get around that? Like, because a lot of people tend to get stuck in roles because they're so afraid of like, I mean, it's not just they're afraid; it's also to do with like money. Life is so
Yeah,
expensive.
completely
Like,
understand that.
how do you manage that now?
Mm, when I think about me in that time, it was super dark moment in my life, and I think I will do everything not to go back in there, because I was super stressed. I did not sleep well. I did not eat well. In my home, it was disaster because we are super angry. I was super frustrated of everything, and I feel I'm not enough, and my work is not enough, so I need to work more and more and more. So basically, I was working every day for 14 or 16 hours. Yes, it was super shitty and super bad for me. And in one day, I think I'm so miserable, I'm so sad, I'm so exhausted. I don't want to do anything. I love my job. I love my job. I love to creating text. I love to speaking with my clients because they are super, super interesting. They have super interesting businesses because I focus in my job to describe their businesses and create their own websites. It's
Mhm.
my favorite part of copywriting, and I helping them to develop, to increase their money and increase their businesses. And in that moment I felt, oh my god, I will die here, really, I'm dying. I feel everything is black, and I think it was the first step of depression. And I think I need to get help because I'm crying all the time. I'm sitting in the toilet and I'm crying. I'm waking up and I'm crying, and I'm exhausting on the at 8 a.m. So it's something goes wrong. So I have two diplomas, I have my own company, and I'm super miserable. So I go to a therapist, and I remember her statement after about 30 minutes, because I was crying for 30 minutes. And after that she said, oh my god, you need to focus on yourself, stop helping people, focus on yourself because you need a help. And I think, oh my god, she's right, she has right. I need a help right now, I need to focus on my own. And I'm on therapy 2 years, and I think it was the best decision in my life to focus on myself and to take care of myself. Yeah, because she said, we need to take care of you. And I said, oh, why for me? People need help more. And no, she has a right. Uh, and she take care of me all the time. After 2 years, I'm super grateful for her, because when I met my specialist or my therapist, it clicks. She was so nice, so soft, and she guided me after these dark moments, dark months. And I think it was super burnout syndrome and the first level of depression. So if I not come to her, not ask for help because I feel sick, uh, now I'll be in hospital and take medications. So I think it was the last call for taking care of myself.
Yeah, I mean, therapy is so important.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because my therapist literally said that to me the other day. She's like, "You're taking care of everybody else. Who's taking care of
Of
you?"
you.
I'm like, okay. I promise I will do
I volunteer.
better. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, it's tough, especially because we work so much, right?
Yes.
And having your own business, it's like,
You are like hamster on a wheel, right? It's
yeah.
you are
I feel
going
like I'm
very
a
fast.
hamster on two
Yeah,
wheels. Like,
yeah, yeah. I completely understand.
uh,
And I have the feeling, if you stop running in that wheel, that something bad happens, but nothing happens.
yeah, I completely understand. I literally like so I have days. I'm actually doing fine now, but like again, therapy is so important and more. I'm so happy to hear that you actually like took that step, right, and went and got help because a lot of people are very afraid
Yeah,
to ask for help. It's very hard like acknowledging that you need help or that
yeah.
you're going through like a dark period. How are like the resources in Poland? Is it pretty good to like get help, like if you need therapy, like
They are better. Every year they are better
mhm,
because the awareness is decreasing,
increasing?
increasing. So the awareness is increasing. So people, they are aware, they can go to the therapist. And it's not equal, I'm sick, I'm mental sick, I just need to feel better. And a lot of my friends are going to a therapist, or they are planning to go to a therapist. So it's great, really. It's good for them, it's good for everyone to think about yourself. Okay, I need to change something, I don't know how to do because I don't have tools. My parents did not tell me how to do if I feel miserable. My mom says, oh, you need to work more, because that was she was learned, you need to work more to earn more money, because um this years ago in Poland was very shitty moment for us about politics and geopolitics and about everything. And people are working all the time, all the time. And I think they are teaching us, you need to work. And work, it means you are worth it. If you work good, if you earn good, you are a good man or good woman, of
Yeah.
course. And I think now we are changing the narrative. It's the money can't describe me. Yeah, of course I feel better if I have money, but I feel the best if I feel good with myself.
Mhm.
So I think it's the most important thing in our life. If we have time for sleep, for our favorite people, for our hobby, not only for work.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, really.
Well, but yeah, and it's also like the thing. I was actually speaking to someone else about this today that was on the podcast, but it's like it sounds like also in Europe, like where you grew up, like I grew up in Italy and in England, right? There was such a stigma behind getting help. It's like, oh, you need therapy,
Oh,
oh,
you
you
are
are
sick?
crazy, like
Yes.
you are crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so I think a lot of us are affected by that because also like my childhood was the same way. Like, you know, something goes wrong, guess what? You get back up and you just keep going.
Yeah.
Like there is
Stop
no,
crying, go to work. Everything will be good.
yeah.
It's not true. It's not will be good itself. You need to take care of your life and your health, your mental health. And I think now in my conversation with my friends here in America or in Poland, it's sexy to have your own therapist.
Yeah.
Really. My partner is also in therapy and we are joking like my therapist says you are wrong. It's our inside joke, of course, but it's super funny that we are talking about our therapist like the normal way. It's part of our life, like going to the gym, going to the bakery, and going to a therapist. Yeah.
But it's like really healthy that you can talk about it, right? Because
Yeah.
you also have an outside perspective from somebody who
Yes.
doesn't know you,
Yes.
right?
His therapist, I think I will build her a statue of gold. She's, I think, she's the best thing in our life. Because she completely understand him. She teach him how to speak his own voice, stand for himself, and how to say I'm scared, I don't know how to do it. And it's not a shame, he's not ashamed of it. So I'm super proud of him, and I love this woman really, really.
But
I
that's
need.
so amazing, though. I'm so glad we touched on that subject because I've actually never like spoken really like nobody else has ever spoken to me about their partner going to
Yeah.
therapy, which I think again it's amazing that you guys have can do that. I can think it can only strengthen your relationship,
Yeah, it's
right?
true. It's true. We have very shitty days and weeks and months in our relationship, but right now we are over 8 years together, and I think this is a sign you should go to the therapy with your partner or without, because therapists help you grow in your relationship. Because I didn't aware, really, I was mature and I was old when we get together, but
Wait, excuse me, what? What's
yeah,
old?
yeah.
You're
I
so young.
I was not 16, right? I was over 25. Oh my god, yes, when we met. And I think being together is always super cute and you are need to do everything together and spend time together. Oh no, it's not. You need to give the other person space for growing itself, and space at home and doing their shit, not together. And it's super important, and I don't know that, really, I don't know that. I was watching rom-coms and everything, and people are super cute and super fun and super sweet, and they are doing together everything, holding hands and watching the movies. No, life's not working like that.
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, I guess so. As one last question, what is one piece of advice you would give your younger self?
Yeah, I was thinking about it for last months, because someone asked me about it. My students on because I was teaching my students on university about how to communicate better, and first aid, of course. And I said, um, you don't need to do everything perfectly. No one will give you reward for your crying, for your bad sleeping, for your tiredness, for your frustration. You need to be happy of your own life, and your for your mm, for you need to be happy for your choices and for your life, and no one gives you that. So only you can give you this feeling. So you are working for yourself, not for someone. So I think it will be the advice. You are working for yourself. You need to feel good in your work, and yeah, you don't need to be a perfectionist. Yes.
Well, it's been so nice to actually like get to know you better and like but yeah, thank you for this.
Thank you very
And
much.
thank you everyone.